I just had to go with my gut and take Kimani Vidal over 41.5 rushing and receiving yards at 41.5. Now, I saw an interview with Omari and Hampton. It was in the locker room. I think it was last week, where they were kind of asking him, like, are you excited to be back and be the bell cow back and like get back? And he was like, I mean, I think Kimani and I are going to have a big role moving forward. Like, I feel like we're both going to be able to be successful in this situation. I do think that Hampton has a good spot here too, but I would be very surprised if Jim Harbaugh went away from the guy who's had 100 rushing yards in 3 of his last 5 games. Like, this guy's shown that he can be serviceable. He's shown that he can move the football, and and I don't think Omari and Hampton, also not playing since the first week of October, is going to have the wind in his stamina to be able to play a full 15, 20, 25 carries in this game. So I think it's going to be a true back by committee situation. I don't know if they're going to split drives or how they're going to do that. But I think Vidal is going to get plenty of chances. Still a good pass catcher as well. And the Eagles are 23rd in rushing yards allowed and 17th in receiving yards allowed. And they also allow quite a bit of receiving yards to the running back, 28th in the NFL at about 40 per clip. So I'll probably be kicking myself when, as Slot mentioned, when Hampton has a big old game on his game back and Vidal barely gets used. But Harbaugh doesn't seem like the type of guy that is just going to send Vidal to the bench now. I think that this is going to be a true back by committee. I think he's going to get ample opportunity, and I like the lower number at the 41.5. If you want to just take the rushing yards at 35.5, that's fine. But as I mentioned, I do think they're going to throw him the ball a couple of times out there, especially if he is kind of the third down back. So then he would be utilized in that way as well. So yeah, I just went with the lower number, but I think both guys can have some success.
I'll say this. I do think the Chargers run game is going to dwindle a bit tonight. I'm not the biggest fan of them. I get that, again, that the Eagles looked horrendous, and the assumption would be that they could thrive against them. But with the limitations of Herbert, how often is he going to be able to take snaps under center and set up play action and thus help the run game? So I'm not the biggest fan of the running game tonight for the Chargers. With that being said, if I were to make a play on any of the Chargers running back, I absolutely love your approach there, SPJ, of going with Vidal instead of Hampton for all the reasons you stated. Yeah, I mean, like, just assuming that Hampton as a rookie is going to immediately be the bell cow and just get everything seems a bit aggressive here. And Vidal has been treating your team very well. Great performance last week, albeit against the Raiders, but their strong suit is defending the run. So if you are tempted to play something with the Chargers running backs, 100% agree with you that it's Vidal.